And we're back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Rebuild Talks with Tiffany. Listen, you have to prepare yourself for part 2 of this conversation with Toussaint Blue. She's going to tell us a little bit about who she has been becoming in
I love
the
that.
last few years or so. Toussaint, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again.
Yes, thank you for having me again.
Okay, so Toussaint, we were just talking about just being a creative and the responsibility that comes with
Yeah.
kind of doing what you know you're supposed to do. So, to be honest, I am very careful about the amount of time that I spend on social media. You should know this about me. And I'll get on there, I'll post a little bit. Pray for your girl. I'm trying to get better because I need to post about
and me
Talks with
both.
Tiffany and I need to post about the rebuild, and I'm not great on it. But
Stand.
when I was scrolling a couple of months ago, or a month ago maybe, and I saw Until Forever Finds Us. What is this? This young lady looks very familiar. Toussaint, the author, I am now meeting.
Yes. I'm so excited about it.
How does this even start? How do we even get started in being a writer?
All right. So I'm going to go back a little bit and, work our way forward.
Do it.
When I transferred from FAMU and came home that summer, so remember my dad was an educator so he knew everybody within the district, all teachers, everybody. My 12th grade English teacher, can I say his name? Mr. Paul Springstubb, because I think about this often, and it makes me a little emotional. Mr. Paul Springstubb.
Yes, bring him into tell us about him.
So Mr. Springstubb was just really cool. Like he just reminded me of like a just chill, like a hippie guy. But he was just, I always loved English anyway, but he was always encouraging. I loved the conversations we had in class, and he would always compliment me and talk to me about my writing. So when I came home that summer, he calls my house. My dad is like, you've got a phone call. I'm thinking it's a friend or something.
Yeah.
And I answer, and it's Mr. Springstubb. And he says, we catch up quickly, and he says, what are you doing? And I told him what I was going to school for or what I was going to transfer into. And he said, you should be writing. You're a beautiful writer.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't remember those words exactly, but I do remember you should be writing.
Wow.
And I didn't start writing then, but it always stuck with me. I always remember that. I've always remembered that. It's been 25 years and I still remember that. So fast forward, 2024, found myself in a bit of a tough spot in my life. And the year prior to that, I had a major surgery. My sister came to help. My sister and my dad both came to help me with help us with the kids and just help with my recovery. It was a long recovery. And I remember she came in and she said, Toussaint, she's looking at my bookshelves. You've got all of these like nonfiction books, like books about, finances and self-help. And, you used to read like romance books, like,
yeah,
where is all of that? And I thought to myself, I was like, she's actually kind of right. I haven't read for fun really in a long time.
wow.
So again, 2024, then I find myself in this, tough spot, and I needed an escape, if I'm being completely honest. So I dove headfirst I had picked up a book earlier before this happened and really loved it. And then I needed to get away. And so I read over 200 books from April to December of that year.
Gosh, that's amazing.
All romance novels. Some of them were, I'll be honest, some were Audible, but mostly I'm a book person. So
Me too.
I need books. So I just recently moved. So that's why I have not a real background. But if you saw, there's books everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. So then my sister says to me at one point when I'm visiting Ohio, I'm at home, and she's like, "Yo, you should write a book. You've read so many. You should write one."
Mhm.
And so that, another little thing you kind of just file away.
Yeah.
Last year in May, or earlier in the year, I'd heard about this thing called the Black Romance Book Festival that was happening in Atlanta. I used to live in Atlanta. My best friend still lives there. And
Mhm.
so I bought a ticket. I was like, I'm doing this for myself. I need something. I'm doing it. And so I went alone. I met most of my favorite authors. It was so exciting. I had an amazing time. I got books signed. It was just amazing. And
Mhm.
because I'm a very shy, introverted person, my best friend was like, "Okay, I want you to introduce yourself to 2 new people every day." And then,
Love that.
so she's giving me
That's a
these
good
little
best
things to do.
friend.
She's the best. She's the best. So I meet this woman one day and we're just talking and she's like, "Yeah, I'm an author." I said, "Oh, well, let me buy your book." She's like, "I'll give you a copy." I said, "No, girl, you're an author. How much does it cost? Let me pay you for it." So I
Right.
bought her book and she was like, "Yeah, I started this cohort with Robbie Renee, and author Robbie Renee." And I love Robbie Renee's work. I had been reading her work, had read some of her books, and just she has become one of my favorites. And
Mhm.
she was like, "Yeah, she just started this. I think she's got one." She was explaining to me about it. And I said, "Oh, that's really cool." I followed Robbie on Instagram, hadn't seen
Mhm.
anything about it. I get home, that was May. Sometime in June, I see Robbie's post about her next cohort.
Wow.
Sign up to find out, more information. I sign up. I find out more. I get on the call. It's me and a couple of other people, and she's telling us what it is. And I sign up that day. It's a 12-week program
Wow.
to write a book.
Hey,
So I started. Yep.
hang
Okay.
on.
Go ahead.
What makes you say, "This sounds like something that I could do. I'm gonna sign up for it right now, right now."
No, so I'm still working full time.
Mhm.
This is not my bread and butter yet.
Yeah.
Yet is the key word.
Yes. Speak it in.
And so I guess I'm always kind of thinking ahead, but aside from that, just those little things. You should
Mhm.
be writing. Toussaint, you should write a novel. You should write a romance book. You've read so many, you should write one.
Right.
I was just like, it's time. I'm not doing design anymore as much, but because of
Mhm.
what I'm doing full time. It's still a little creative, but not in the same way. And it's still in interior design. And I was like, it could be fun, and I could have a book with my name on it, even if it's the only one I ever write. This could
Yeah.
just do it and see what happens.
Wow, I love
And
it.
and it was the it so I think I told you earlier, I'm a late diagnosed ADHD. And
Mhm.
so for me, the accountability was also a big piece for me for this being my first time, right? Because
Right.
I also didn't feel like I would have known where to start, or I would have started on my own if it was just me. And so it just kind of provided the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you sign up and y'all
Yep.
get started.
So we meet every week. It's me and 2
Yeah.
other women, and we meet every week, or me and 2 other people. We meet every week, and we have, word count goals, and it just starts to go. And so I start writing, and I had this story,
Mhm.
and I got caught up a couple of times. So once my feet were kind of to the fire, and it was like, you got to get over this hump, and then you got to just get to the thing.
Yeah,
Things just
yeah.
started to come to me,
Right.
and I self-published a book on December 19th, 2025. Oh my gosh! Now that I think about it, that's my uncle's birthday, which is amazing to think about as well. Yeah,
How
yeah,
sweet. I think when you talk about the writing process and getting over that hump, it reminds me of, I think it's in The Year of Yes that Shonda Rhimes talks about having to get down this hallway. Like, she just has to
yeah,
get
sure,
over, like, she
yeah,
gets stuck or she gets blocked or whatever, and she
mhm,
just can't come up with, but she just has to do it. She just has to push
yep,
through. And so it sounds like a similar experience. Did you have
very much.
like some subject matter that you wanted to talk about in this book? Was there like something you because you had to have an idea. You had to have some ideas floating around. Okay.
Did
Tell
have an
us.
idea. So I'm going through a family dynamic transition right now.
Mhm.
And this book was kind of like my future manifestation,
Ooh,
was kind of
so
the point
good.
and the purpose of it. Yeah.
So good. So
Yeah.
good. So good. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I really love that because so several years ago I made a decision that I will only read romance novels by Black authors, specifically, and women of color. Women of color. I'll say that.
Mhm. Mhm.
I will not read romance novels that are by
Mhm.
anyone else. I am
Yeah.
interested in a specific lens
Mhm.
through which to view romance and to view love and
Mhm.
to view
Mhm.
relationships. And so this is like right up my alley. I think about, yeah, I have all
Mhm.
the finance and the marketing and the sales marketing books
Mhm.
and all of that good stuff and all my personal development and personal growth books falling out everywhere else. And then other than that, it is the romance novels. And yeah, there's sometimes that I'm like, "Oh, I need a really naughty one. Like I need a naughty novel." And it's just so beautiful to see how the space has grown so much.
1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, no,
Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say those 200 books I read in 2024,
no.
all
Hmm.
Black female authors,
Love it.
all Black romance. So and everything I've read since then. I'm still on this kick a little bit, Tiffany. So,
Ye-
but yes, I
Yeah.
understand that
No,
100%.
I'm with you. I'm on the kick too, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna end. Like it's just a
Yeah.
decision that I've made for myself. I've
No.
had many,
Yeah.
many years of reading romance novels by other people. I
Mhm.
went through all the Sweet Valley High twins, from Forever
Yep.
and Judy Bloom and all the
Yep.
17 and all of that. I'm over it. I'm in
You're
a new
done. Yeah.
space. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So
That's
I'm glad
it.
to know that there's lots of material. I wonder what it was like at the event in Atlanta, like meeting all of these authors and people whose work you've read and whose work has inspired you.
Girl, I came home with so many more books. I don't
Mm,
even think it, I'm still finding books that I bought then that I hadn't read yet but have purchased other books since
yeah.
then. It was just amazing. They had talks and it was their first one. I thought it was an event that had been going on for a long time. It was the very
Oh,
first
that's
one that they'd
great.
ever. So there were snags, but I don't think they expected it to be as big as it was. But
Hmm.
it was wonderful. I mean, meeting everybody, some were big authors like Tia Williams, Kennedy Ryan was there. I didn't get to meet Kennedy Ryan. Her line was like
Can
3 hours
imagine.
long.
I
Yeah.
can
Tia's
imagine.
was Tia's was long too, but I got in line early for hers and I couldn't get to Kennedy.
Okay,
But
okay, okay.
I saw her a panel that Kennedy was in
Hmm.
and then to see the authors that are still very well known within the community, not so much, or not classically or traditionally published.
Hmm.
It was just amazing just to see, and now that I'm starting this journey, it's just amazing to see that there's a market. There are people who are going to love that and to be surrounded by it. I was down at breakfast one day at the hotel because I stayed in the same hotel where the event was being held. And it just to see all of the other book girlies at their tables by themselves reading their books, I just felt like I was like, I'm among my people. I don't have to
Yes,
talk to nobody. I don't.
yes,
I can sit here and read my book, and y'all understand me because you are the same people.
absolutely,
It was wonderful. It was really wonderful, and
absolutely.
I wanted to go again this year and missed the deadline to buy tickets, so I'm already planning for 2027.
Well, first
It
of all,
was
I
great.
love that the event went so well because I'm gonna be honest, I went to a specific music festival
Mm-mm.
that they have in Philadelphia that's been going on for
Okay.
about
Yep.
uh 19 years. And the only reason I know that is because they keep on saying it's been 19 years, or the year that I went, I think it had been 17 years. And they're like, it's been 17
Sure.
years. And I'm like, it's been 17 years and these are the problems that we're still having.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop saying it's been
Mm-mm.
17 years. Like
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
not a selling point. A
No.
selling point is this was our first year. The
Mhm.
second year we're already sold out.
Right.
Those are selling points.
That's the
I
problem.
love
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Love that. That's so, and also, I mean, it feels like the organization was just so elevated and so thoughtful that people are drawn to this event.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Again, I think for the first event, there's a learning curve, right? And
Yeah.
it sounds like they have taken that and have, they are now moving to a larger space because they see how well it was received. 2027, I think, is already set up for an even larger space than what they've got for this year.
Hmm.
But it was great because there was something for everyone. There was something for people who want to write, so they
Yeah.
had, it wasn't just meeting the authors and buying books. There were also, there were panel discussions, but there were
Hmm.
also, what's the word I'm looking for? Like little, gosh, my brain, perimenopause, brain
Excuse me.
fog right now is killing me. But they had little other things and that you could do for people who wanted to write, people who wanted
Hmm.
to narrate.
Like workshops or
Thank you. That's
yeah,
the
like a
word, Tiffany.
okay.
Workshops. Yes.
Nice.
So I
Nice.
like that they had things for everybody in the industry. There was something
Hmm.
for everyone.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I want to know? I want to know how closely does this character represent you, like parallel? Because first of all, can we talk about the title?
Yes.
Just the book art. When I saw it, I was like, I need that. I need that
I
book.
love my cover. I love my cover.
Gorgeous. Tell me about
Thank
how did
you.
that come about? How did you create it? Who created it? Who helped you?
Yeah, so it was all a part. Oh my gosh, so you've asked me this question now. I'm not I don't know the exact answer, but it was all a part of the cohort. So the art, she has an artist that she works with that will help you with your. Yeah, it's all encompassing, which is amazing. Like they walked us through. It's her and another author, MK7, is kind of
Mhm.
like her assistant in the program as well, or like her
Mhm.
and so we would tell the artist the
Mhm.
vision we have, and then we were able to get one. I think we had one or two revisions that we could make,
Mhm.
and she just hit it. She hit the nail on the head.
Like,
I
I
can
love
share her
that.
information with you after the
Yes.
podcast, so that I definitely would like to give her credit as well.
No, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I really love the cover. She really knocked it out the park.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Immediately when I saw it, I was drawn to it. I love
Thank
that
you.
it was part of the cohort and the work that you were doing, a part
Yeah.
of the, what you purchased, because there are so many. Listen, you writers out there, and I might be talking to myself, okay? I might be,
Maybe.
because I have started a few books and I have started even a romance novel, yes. But
Tiffany?
people get caught up in like those small details, like, all right, but if I do write a book, like, and we sometimes we think things are so much harder than they are. And I just love that you found community
Yeah.
and got a killer book cover. I mean, the
Thank
art
you.
is gorgeous. The art is
Thank you.
absolutely gorgeous. And until
Thank you.
forever finds us, tell me, how do we come up with that title?
So the title was first. I do want to say I'm a book cover snob, also. So getting the cover
Oh,
right was super important to me because
yeah.
if
Yeah.
I will take forever to read a book if the
Yeah.
cover does not meet my expectations.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Mhm.
not sorry. But
Mhm.
so I'll say that. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
makes me feel very good that you liked it. But the title, I had a really hard time with the title, Tiffany. It
Mm.
one of our meetings, we were all there and throwing ideas out for each of our books and what we wanted to do and or what we were thinking the title should be. We would occasionally read excerpts in our meetings
Right.
um, to get a feel for what it was. I just couldn't. I don't know, I think I came up with it and I wasn't sure, I wasn't fully sold on it, and then I kinda spun the block and everybody was like, "No, I think that's the title."
Yeah.
And I'm also the reader who likes to see the title somewhere in the text.
Yes, me too.
So right?
I
I love
love
that.
that. I
Yes,
love that.
yes. So, when I landed on the title, I was like, "I got to sneak this in somewhere," and so
Mhm.
I was able to get in there somewhere.
I love it. Is there anyone else that might be in the book? Like, is there a parent in the book or a sibling, or did any of your friends show up in the book, like maybe loosely based on or inspired by?
Yeah, so the main character is inspired by me. I'm just gonna yeah, let's,
Yes, yes, yes,
get
yes.
again, because it's like a manifestation, for the future. Yes, definitely my best friend plays a big role in the book. So the best friend is based off of my best friend, and she knows that and loves it. And honestly, I think that's about it for the most part. I mean, there's I didn't get too much into family, like, birth family, nuclear
Mhm.
family stuff and that kind of thing.
Right.
So I would just say those 2 more than anything.
Love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Just another thing that we can add to the list of all the many things that you do. So, of course, my last question is what's next? What's next for you?
Well, I've started my 2nd book,
Come on now.
and when I say start, I mean, I'm at the very beginning, Tiffany, but I
Mhm.
don't know why I'm having a bit more difficulty with this one. I have the idea, I know where I want it to go, I know where I want it to end. I think but so that's what's next. I I want to keep this momentum. I
Yeah.
want to continue to tap into my creative source to
Mhm.
come up with different stories and things that people, want to read about and put more love into the world, even, in fiction. And so
Yeah.
that's what's next.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I think
Thank you.
I am so inspired. I think my audience is going to be so inspired by you. They're going to check out your social media. And I love
I
that
hope so.
you just go after what you want. You're like, oh, I'll
Well,
just
thank
try
you.
this. And then I'll be an author, or I'll be a graphic, or I'll do video, I'll do visual creative merchandising, or I'll review books and talk about them and talk about
Thank you.
I just love it. I just love it, and I think it's so inspiring. I think it's such a community builder, honestly, because I think
Agreed.
that people see this and realize, "Oh, okay, I can have these different things.
Yeah.
I can have 4 burners going at the same
Yeah.
time." And, I just love this.
Thank you.
I just love this for you. Listen,
Thank
you
you.
have to come back. We
Anytime.
You gotta come back because there's more for us to dive into, but I'm really thankful that you joined us today. And,
Thanks.
yeah, yeah. I'll be happy to have you back whenever you
Thank
want.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tiffany. This was a lot of fun.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Well, that's another episode of The Rebuild Talks with Tiffany. So glad that we had the opportunity to talk with Toussaint Blue, author, creator, just woman extraordinaire. I mean, there's
Thank
so
you.
many hyphenates that we could give her. Rebuild family, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and make sure you tell someone about this episode. Someone who might be waiting to pull the trigger on doing something creative that they really want to do. Let them know that there's support and there are women out here doing incredible things. I can't wait to see you all on the next episode of The Rebuild. Bye.